Every spring, garden centers roll out the same familiar display. Neat rows of vibrant petunias, Calibrachoa, impatiens, and sweet potato vine. Everything glowing with color, everything irresistible, everything destined to collapse at the first serious frost. And every spring, millions of gardeners across America fill up a cart, drop $40, $60, sometimes $80 loading containers, then spend the following 6 months watering and feeding plants that will end up in the trash before Thanksgiving even arrives. That was my reality for years. Same investment, same labor, same outcome, same hollow containers sitting empty in October. Same drive back to the garden center the following May. Then everything changed. Not because I walked away from container gardening, but because I discovered a smarter approach. Perennial combinations that return faithfully year after year, that multiply into free plants on their own, that look more stunning in their third year than they ever did in their first, and that I have not had to replace in over a decade. Today, on Primal Life, I am handing you 6 of those combinations. Each one is built around a deliberate design principle, a specific light condition, and plants with rock-solid performance records in American containers across a wide range of growing zones. Go ahead and drop your US state or USDA zone in the comments right now. Perennial container performance shifts considerably depending on where you garden, and I want everything I share to actually work in your specific conditions. I read every single one. Let's get into it. Before we reach the combinations themselves, there is one foundational framework that will permanently change the way you think about container design. Every truly successful container is built on 3 distinct layers. First, the thriller, a tall architectural centerpiece plant that creates vertical movement and immediately commands attention. Second, the filler, mid-height plants that build density and deliver color between the thriller and the rim of the pot. Third, the spiller, trailing plants that cascade down over the container edge, soften the hard line of the rim, and produce that lush, overflowing quality that makes a container look like it was designed by a professional. Most annual container gardeners already apply this framework every season, but they rebuild it from scratch each year. Every combination I am about to walk you through uses that exact same structure, except with perennials that keep coming back. The framework stays the same, the plants become permanent. Combination 1. The silver and purple sun container. This is the combination made for your most exposed, sun-baked, relentlessly hot container position. The spot where annuals scorch out by August and demand constant replanting just to stay respectable. For the thriller Russian sage, Perovskia atriplycifolia, hardy across USDA zones 4 through 9. Tall, silver-white stems blanketed in lavender blue flowers from midsummer straight through fall. Architectural, striking, and genuinely refined as a container centerpiece. It actually performs with more vigor when its roots are slightly confined in a container than it does when planted in open ground. The restricted space encourages tighter, more upright growth. For the filler, catmint Walker's Low, Nepeta x Fascenii, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8. Lavender blue flowers rising above gray-green foliage from late spring through midsummer. Cut it back by half once the first bloom wave finishes, and it delivers a full second flush through late summer. 2 complete bloom seasons from a single plant within a single year. For the spiller, Creeping Thyme, Thymus serpillum, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9. Trailing stems covered in tiny pink-purple blossoms that spill over the container edge and take root wherever they make contact with soil. Every time the container is grazed, it releases a clean, warm, herbal fragrance into the air around it. Container size, 16 inches in diameter at minimum. All 3 plants thrive in lean, fast-draining soil. Do not overfeed them. Rich soil causes Russian sage to flop and dulls both the fragrance and bloom density of the catmint. With this combination, restraint is not an oversight. It is the correct horticultural approach. Every 3 to 4 years, divide the catmint and the creeping thyme. Each division becomes a fully independent, free plant. At current nursery prices, that single division session produces $60 to $90 worth of new plants from one morning's work with a sharp spade. Tell me right now in the comments, what state are you in, and where is your hottest, most sun-exposed container position? Drop it below. I read every one. Combination 2, the gold and burgundy shade container. This is the combination built for the north-facing porch, the shadowed balcony, the dim front doorstep that has defeated every sun-dependent annual you have ever attempted to grow there. For the thriller, hosta, summons substance, hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9. Enormous chartreuse gold leaves reaching up to 18 inches across that appear to glow from within in low-light conditions. The most dramatically impactful foliage plant available to American container gardeners working in shade. For the filler, Heuchera Palace Purple, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9. Deep near-black burgundy foliage that reads as almost black under certain lighting, present from the moment the plant breaks dormancy in spring all the way through hard frost in fall. You are not waiting around for a bloom window. You have rich color in your container from the very first day. For the spiller, Creeping Jenny, Lysimachia numularia aurea, hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9. Vivid chartreuse gold trailing foliage that pours over the container edge in a luminous flowing curtain, echoing the gold tones of the hosta above, and creating a top-to-bottom color unity that reads as intentionally designed. Plant this container tightly. Shade plants establish more slowly than sun plants, so a densely planted shade container looks full and abundant from the very first day, rather than sparse and still filling in. That is the specific technique that most container gardening content consistently overlooks. In zones 7 through 9, the Heuchera holds its foliage through winter, delivering structure and color during the months when everything surrounding it has gone gray and dormant. 12 months of continuous container presence from one plant that never needs replacing. Divide the hosta every 3 to 4 years. One mature plant becomes 3 to 5 new ones. At $15 to $20 per plant at any reputable nursery, that is $45 to $100 worth of free plants from a single morning with a sharp spade. If you are watching this and have not yet subscribed to Primal Life, press that button right now. This channel delivers content at this level every single week. Zone-specific, experience-grounded, money-saving gardening knowledge that no one standing behind a garden center counter is going to share with you. 2 seconds. Do it now. Combination 3, the Wildlife Magnet Sun Container. This combination does not simply look beautiful. It hums, it flickers, it draws hummingbirds, monarchs, tiger swallowtails, and goldfinches directly to your porch or patio throughout the entire season. It is the most ecologically productive container combination on this entire list. For the thriller, Bee Balm Balmy Purple, Monarda didyma, hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9. Blazing, spiky, tubular flowers engineered by nature for hummingbird feeding. Their beaks are a precise fit. Once a hummingbird hovers 2 feet from your face while you are seated on your own porch, you will never design a container without bee balm again. For the filler, Coneflower Magnus Purple, Echinacea purpurea, hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9. Vivid purple petals surrounding bold orange centers, blooming from June through September. Documented by the National Wildlife Federation as one of the top 5 bird-feeding native plants in the entire country. Leave the seed heads standing through winter. Goldfinches and chickadees will feed on them from October all the way through February. For the spiller, Lamb's Ear, Stachys byzantina, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8. Dense, silver-white, woolly foliage that drapes softly over the container edge and makes every plant surrounding it appear more vivid. The bee balm reads more saturated. The coneflower reads more dramatic. Landscape designers deploy it as a living color amplifier. Every 3 to 4 years, divide both the bee balm and the coneflower. At $12 to $15 per plant, one mature combination yields $72 to $90 worth of free divisions. That equals the full seasonal budget of an annual container gardener, returned to you in free plants from a single morning with a garden fork. Hit the like button right now. Every like signals to the algorithm that this content deserves to reach gardeners across America who are spending $60 every spring on container annuals that will never divide, never multiply, and never return. One tap. Combination 4. The 4-season evergreen container. Most container gardeners end up with empty, bare, neglected-looking pots from November through March. This combination looks deliberate and composed every single month of the year, including the months when everything surrounding it has gone dormant and colorless. For the thriller, Carl Forster Feather Reed Grass, Calibrachoa x acutiflora. Hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9. Narrow and upright at 4 to 5 feet tall. Spring delivers fresh, green, vertical structure. Summer develops warm, wheat-colored, feathery plumes. Fall transitions into rich gold. Winter provides standing architectural presence. The only container plant that looks intentional in January, when everything else appears abandoned. For the filler, Hellebore Ice and Roses series, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9. Blooms from December through April, directly through frost and snow, during the period when absolutely nothing else in your container garden is producing flowers. Deep burgundy, soft blush pink, pure white. Evergreen foliage delivers 12 months of structure. A well-established hellebore in a container flowers dependably for 20 years or longer. For the spiller, Evergold Carex, Carex oshimensis Evergold, hardy in USDA zones 5 through 9. Vivid gold and green striped arching foliage that flows over the container edge in an elegant curtain. This is the combination that makes visitors stop and ask what you planted in February when nothing else is alive. Combination 5, the drought-proof neglect container. This is the combination for gardeners who travel frequently, for gardeners with irregular watering habits, for anyone who has lost containers not through carelessness, but simply through being away. For the thriller, Agapanthus, the African lily, hardy in USDA zones 7 through 11 in the ground. In colder zones, grow it in a container that can be moved to a sheltered location before a hard freeze. Tall, graceful stems topped with spectacular globe-shaped clusters of brilliant blue-violet flowers. For the filler, Sedum Autumn Fire, hardy in USDA zones 3 through 9, stores moisture directly inside its own leaves, survives 6 to 8 weeks of zero irrigation, and recovers without lasting damage. Spring brings tight blue-green rosettes. Fall transitions the flower heads from soft pink through deep copper red. Winter-dried seed heads maintain architectural structure through frost and snow. For the spiller, Creeping Thyme, Thymus serpillum, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 9, drought-resistant by evolutionary design. It grows in gravel. It grows in the cracks of driveways. It cascades over the container edge and asks almost nothing from you in exchange. Water this combination thoroughly once at planting. Then step away. Lean soil, minimal feeding, infrequent watering. These plants reward neglect with better form, stronger color, and greater bloom density than overmanaged containers ever produce. That is not coincidence. That is the result of placing the right plants in the conditions they were built for. Combination 6, the fragrance container. Position this one where you spend time, near the front entrance, outside a window you open on warm evenings. Because this combination does something none of the others on this list accomplish, you register it before you see it. For the thriller, Garden Phlox David, Phlox paniculata, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8. large dome-shaped flower clusters in clean, luminous white, one of the most mildew-resistant phlox cultivars ever developed. On a still summer evening, that fragrance carries 30 feet from the plant. It saturates outdoor seating areas. It drifts through open windows into rooms you are not even occupying. For the filler, lavender hidcote, Lavandula angustifolia, hardy in USDA zones 5 through 8. Deep purple flower spikes with an essential oil concentration so potent it actively repels mosquitoes from the area surrounding your seating. The scent releases each time the plant is touched. Never fertilize it. Lean growing conditions generate far more aromatic essential oils than rich soil ever will. For the spiller, catmint Walkerslow, Nepeta exfaceni, hardy in USDA zones 4 through 8. Lavender blue flowers cascading over the container edge with aromatic silver-gray foliage that contributes a third distinct layer of fragrance to this combination. Brush it as you pass. The herbal scent releases instantly. 3 fragrant perennials sharing one container, all returning every year, all dividing into free plants, all enriching outdoor living in ways that no purely visual annual combination can come close to matching. Here is the thought I want you to carry with you after today. Every annual combination you have ever planted in a container has cost you money every single year, without exception. Every one of these 6 combinations costs you money exactly once. After that first season, they divide, they return, they spread, they improve. The annual gardener's relationship with containers operates like a recurring subscription. These combinations cancel that subscription permanently. Container size for all 6, 16 inches in diameter at minimum. Soil blend, 50% quality potting mix, 30% coarse perlite, 20% compost. It drains efficiently, retains just enough moisture, and feeds gradually through the season without requiring synthetic fertilizer. Each spring, remove the top 2 inches of soil and replace with fresh compost combined with a slow-release granular fertilizer. 10 minutes per container, once per year. That is your complete annual maintenance requirement for every single combination on this list. Subscribe to Primal Life right now if you have not already. Hit the notification bell and leave 2 things in the comments before you go. First, what state or growing zone are you gardening in? Second, which of these 6 combinations are you building this season? I read every single comment. Your answers directly shape what comes next.